Welcome back, creatives. Yeah, I miss doing this. Whoosh. Okay. So, today for the comeback, I will be talking about something that I believe we all have experienced one way or the other. And I'd like to ask the question, are you two connected? So, let's talk about digital burnout. We have to start with a question. Have you ever felt mentally drained, after being on your phone all day? Or maybe you check your notifications out of habit, even when nothing's really happening. Yeah, me too. Okay, so what is digital burnout? Let's be real. Tech is awesome. I believe that every single person uses tech one way or the other, and the easiest and smallest way of using tech is through our digital smartphones. So tech is awesome. It helps us, work, stay connected, have fun, be entertained. But there's a flip side to this awesome tech. Digital burnout is an actual thing. It's real. It's that overwhelming, fried feeling you get from constant notifications, screen time, and your digital obligations. I think people who work remotely get this the most. It's like being online is your full-time job, even when you're off the clock. So there are a few signs to help you know that you're digitally burnt out. And these signs include struggling to focus. If you have your attention span being reduced day by day, there's something going on. It means that you're getting information in bits from social media too much that when you're supposed to get complete information, you no longer have the focus to get such. If you're struggling to focus, it is a sign of digital burnout. Another thing is feeling anxious without your phone. You need to reduce the amount of time you spend on your phone. Reduce the attachment. Just figure something out. And then constantly refreshing apps out of habit. Okay, this one. If you're not in love and you're not expecting your partner to text you, you might want to reduce your expectations. Why are you refreshing your app every 2 minutes? What are you expecting? This is a sign that you're digitally burnt out. You now have your focus strained, you're anxious without your phone, and you're refreshing apps to get notifications that you're not even aware you should be getting. Like, you don't even know what you're looking for, you're just refreshing in case. Another thing is trouble sleeping after late night scrolling. I like to do this thing where I keep my phone away from me for a few minutes just before I go to bed to help me, recalibrate, if that's the word, and just get back. But you want to reduce your screen time to enable yourself get better sleep and better focus. Basically, if these 4 things sound familiar, don't worry. You're not alone. I'm with you. And you're not broken either. You're just human in a hyper-connected world. Another question we'd like to ask is, why is it happening? Here's the thing. Tech companies design applications to keep you hooked. They want you to use the app. That's how they make their money. So you infinitely scroll, the red notification dots on your WhatsApp, your LinkedIn, the autoplay videos on YouTube, on TikTok. They're all psychological triggers. And that's why you can stay on your phone and scroll for hours when you just intended to check one video. Now, if you're working in a remote space, okay, those group chat messages, the pressure to always be reachable, that has its flip side. You just got yourself a recipe for digital exhaustion. And mind you, I am all for remote work. I like to, work on my desk and then go to sleep when I need to. But here's the thing. The pressure to always be reachable is a recipe for digital exhaustion. You always have to keep your phones on and attend to messages immediately they're sent. It depends on your role. And this can be exhausting. But I won't say all this without giving you a formula to reclaim your focus, because it's very important that as everything is hyper connected in this world, we still have focus on the things that are necessary and should be prioritized. So how do we do that? Are we talking about simple and realistic ones? Number one, set screen-free zones. No phones at dinner table. I think I'm guilty for this because I like to watch movies when I'm eating. It's like the only time I can comfortably watch a movie and not feel guilty. But if you're so addicted to your phone, you want to have no phones at dinner table or right before bed. You want to be able to have a phone-free, screen-free zone. Another thing you want to do is you want to turn off non-essential notifications. If you're working remote jobs, you need to know what notifications are priority and then just leave those ones on. The non-priority notifications should be turned off. If you're using an Android, you probably get notifications from Opera Mini a lot and maybe any other browser. That can be exhausting. I personally find it exhausting, and so I just shut them all off. Why are you sending me news notifications? I'll check myself. So you want to turn off non-essential notifications. You do not need the buzz every time something's happening. And if you're on social media, maybe not very active, you also do not need the buzz every time somebody liked your picture. It could be a trigger, and then before you know it, you're trapped into watching more videos and more videos and more videos. So just, first of all, turn off non-essential notifications. Another thing you want to do is schedule a do not disturb time. Now, I personally find this tricky because I wondered to myself, why do you have it on do not disturb? What if it's an emergency? Now, this can happen, but you want to protect your peace, even if it's for just 30 minutes a day. So you want to have a do not disturb time where you know many people won't reach out to me at this time of the day. So I'm just going to turn my phone on do not disturb and sit with my thoughts. Now, that can be scary, but you need to sit with your thoughts every day, at least 30 minutes. Another thing you want to do, number 4, is try a digital detox day. Now, this can be hard, but you should learn to pick a day in a week with minimal screens. With doing this, you want to replace it with something else, like taking a walk, books, journaling, and speaking to real people. So you want to hang out with friends, have actual connections, not the internet connection. You want to speak with real people, hang out, go for picnics, talk with friends, speak to that lover of yours, and, connect, real connections. You want to have that once a week to help you regain your focus and know what's really important to you. And number 5 is you want to use tech to fight tech. So if you're using Android or iPhone, I believe, you can tell how much time you've spent on your screen and on what application. So with this, you can keep your usage in check. You can know what you're doing, how much you're using it for, and how to cut back on that. Use tech to fight tech. In doing all this, you're not anti-tech, right? You're just pro-balance, and it's very important that we find a balance between these things in this world. So digital minimalism doesn't really mean throwing away your devices or deleting everything, your applications. You need to work. Nobody's saying you should do that. It just means you're trying to get intentional using tech instead of it using you. In doing this, you're trying to make space for stillness, You're trying to make space for presence. You're trying to make space for real connections, not just screen-based ones. And if you're working remote jobs, the people you work with are not your family, they're your colleagues. Please, let's get that straight and clear. Now, they can be friends outside of work, but within work, for professionalism, they are your colleagues. Don't work in a company that they said we're all family here. It's not an NGO, even an NGO. But that's besides the point. You want to make time for real connections. Whoosh! I can't believe I came back with talking about digital burnout. Maybe because I have experienced it and I'm trying to fight it. See, that's why I said you're not alone, and it doesn't mean you're broken. You're just human in a really connected world. So that's it for today's episode on Ruthie Speaks. If this made you stop and think, maybe that's a sign for you to put your phone down. Just for a bit. You need stillness, you need presence, and you need real connection. So just for a bit, take your phone down, put it down, and take a deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out. I think I should start motivational speeches. But please share this episode with somebody you know who is feeling overwhelmed, and I hope this helps. And as always, subscribe, like, share, comment, and while trying to be pro-balance, still stay connected, but mindful. I'll see you next time. Until then, stay grounded, stay balanced, stay tuned. Bye for now.